All right, peace, peace, peace. What up, man? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High House is blessing all day by His mercies we want to consume. We're alive in the Most High House is body and two and actually alive, man. I want to get into this, man, because I was just talking about this earlier to somebody because it's sad, man. You know what? Let's get Ephesians real quick, man, because honestly, man, it's important. Like let's get this inside right in Ephesians, man, because it's a certain thing that they would at the school I work at, and it's honestly, man, too, like, because that's what part of, like, honestly, too, because it's going into, like, we talk about here, like, training a child up, man, like, our youth are, like, youth, like, whether in the world, out the world, man, just as our people, man, honestly, even children, just in general, no matter what nation, honestly, too, but mainly I'm talking about even for our people, man, like, we gotta train them up, honestly, in the fear of the Most High house, or even the natural, outside the word, man. Like, get them, train them up to actually be good, upstanding people, man. Like, honestly, man, because we're just constantly dropping the ball, man, and it's like, actually loving them, caring for them, being there, like, for them, man. Because unless not, man, that's why the word goes into don't provoke your children to wrath, man, because it was a situation like that today, man. But we just gonna go into it a little bit, then talk about something else, man. And we're gonna kind of, you know, yeah, man. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter, 41 verse 7. It says, will complain. Uh, the children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Yeah, man. Like, even on natural side, how many times have you seen that throughout our lives, man? Honestly, man, like, that's just is what it is, man. Like, that's why, hey, honestly, man, that's why, honestly, going back, like, spiritually, that's why, like, Jonathan, like, cling to David, man, because David, the Most High house was with David, man. Kind of went into what we talked about, like, David's a prime, I mean, Jonathan is a prime example of that, man. Kind of what we talked about last video, man. Whether father, brother, he that loved him more than me is not worthy of me. But Jonathan was kept loyal, like, roll with David, man, because that was a side of righteousness with the Most High house I was at, man. Also too, this even natural to be like that brotherhood, but yeah, that's just what it is. But yeah, man, that's why, man. I forgot what I was even going to say, but yeah, man, that's just is what it is though with that, man, because like oh yeah, I just used that as an example of an ungodly father, but that's is what it is too, like too. Let's get that Ephesians as well, man, because it was a situation, man. It was actually because we was talking at the school, like me and my coworkers, like it was a situation, like we started, like to get upset with it, but more as like young Jake brother started talking, we just kind of felt for him, and it's more like a compassion that those that are without, like Hebrew says, like Paul says, but still not the part in his behavior, man, because I ain't gonna go into details or anything, but this is just what it is, man. But yeah, let's get to some Ephesians real quick. Then we're gonna switch gears. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 4. It says, and fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up and nurture. Yep, in the and mission of the Lord. Exactly. See, nurture that love, honestly. Like, that one, more importantly, that godly love, man. The Most High house has that godly love too. And obedient, yeah, exactly. In the and mission to the Lord, man. I probably pronounced it wrong. I'm a little tired. Yeah, man, that's just is what it is, more importantly. But yeah, that's the thing too, man. Because honestly, man, because it is too. Here's the thing, because the Most High in your house shall never provoked us to wrath, man, never, man. But see, people get that confused, because why? It kind of goes into what that James talking about, that not like what. No, let's look into that James, man, because a lot of people in that Proverbs 19, because like this I might not even just talk about. I might just we might just switch gears. We might just not even talk about that, because we kind of on the roll with this. Because a lot of people think that the Most High house shall provoke, like some people might say, like, the Most High house shall provoke them to wrath, because why? Because like people actually miss, or things that aren't going the way that they want to go. And don't get to us, we had a human experience, man. But people get like kind of going to that Proverbs 19, what you about to get. Like people like one. people blame the Most High Yahushua for things, but but it's like the Most High Yahushua never did nothing. It's like their own things that when they blame them and they blame the Most High Yahushua for, man. But people like will say that they provoke them to wrath because why? It's not only going to their own will, their own lust, their own desires. Let's grab this in James chapter 4 verse 3. It says, "Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, and that consume upon your lust." So see, exactly, man. And that's what it is. That's why some people actually view that, man. Because don't get twisted. The natural tip, kind of what we always talk about. There's really 4 reasons why. There's many reasons, but there's 4 really ingredients or 3 ingredients that really rob people don't believe in the Most High Yahushua or the Most High Christ, Most High Son. Those that don't that just came to the channel. That's when we say Yahweh and Yahushua, the Most High Yahushua. We're talking about God and Jesus Christ, which God and Jesus Christ, but that's just the reason why, because one, they were never that love from their peoples, from their biological parents or their biological from their family, from their peoples, and from what they were supposed to get from the people or the caretaker that was supposed to or the guardian that was watching over them. They never had that love or trust. People didn't look out for them. So in that aspect, okay, if the people I can see didn't do that for me, how can I trust entities a man men that I can't see? That's one aspect. 2, people want to do what they want to do. At the end of the day, man, people gonna do what they want to do, man. Seriously, they're really gonna do what they want to do. Honestly, they're going to do what they want to do. It's just is what it is. And 3, some people that just don't believe. It's just they just don't believe. They actually might be by man standards and on a natural tip, good upstanding people. Actually, might have qualities that this book contains. Honestly, man, but but it's just that they don't have the belief. Honestly, and that's what makes them the wicked in heaven, man. Honestly, too. That's why it goes into that. Hebrews goes into that wicked heart of unbelief, and the Romans 3:3 and that second Ezra 15, man. But yeah, then for there's another aspect I'm forgetting. So that's just the case, man. But it's important, man. Honestly, man, to not because it's too we're really kind of, that's why we shared that Michelle Obama clip, man, because she was right in that aspect, man. Saying I'm not your little friends, because that's how most of the house deals with us. He can be very, very merciful, gracious, benevolent, compassionate, loving kindness, but don't get it twisted, man. That's why he said in Isaiah, whom do you sport with? I'm not one of your friends. I'm not mortal man. I'm not that. So that's just what it is, man, and that's what the problem is, and that's why even me, I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters working. Hey, if y'all working with youth or working in the school system, whatever y'all at, scattered out the 4 corners of the earth, man. For me personally, it may be different because I'm in the western part of the world in America, this part of Esau's kingdom. But this has to be the worst generation of parents. In fact, this is only going to get worse, man. But it's just worse, man. We're really failing them, man. It is what it is. And don't get twisted. That's prophecy. The children will get more evil. The world's colder. People gonna get more evil. Second Esdras even says the monsters are being born. So that's just what it is. But yeah, man. I just want to go into that, man, because we kind of want to go into that because I'm probably going to touch on what I wanted to touch on, what we're going to touch on next video, man, because I was supposed to kind of talk about it here, but we probably could talk about it then. But yeah, man. But so hopefully this is edifying, man. So peace.